Welcome back to another episode of the Bear Trap, a Bears podcast by a Bears fan. I'm your host, Terry, and today, talking about the offensive line in our Week 11 loss. Is it Week 11? Our loss against the Rams in Sunday Night Football. So, I know that a lot of people like the season's over. A lot of fans are tuning out, but hey, I'm going to be here still giving the analysis, still doing it, week to week as much as I can. I had a scare on Sunday or Monday actually with a sore throat, but I was able to get it together. But as long as I'm not sick, then I'll still be pushing out the analysis, So if you ride or die with the Bears and you still want analysis, I'll be here for that. But with even the people that aren't, invested anymore because of the playoff push, a lot of people are still, thinking and considering what does the future look like. And a lot of blame is going to the offensive line. I talked a few times about it, but I'm going to continue to talk about it because it's only getting worse to me. And in my personal opinion, as I've said before, I don't think the offensive line deserves as much blame as everybody's getting. I've said it in my previous video, and I made it very bluntly clear. The problem is everybody. It is not hey, you give Trubisky a couple more offensive line starters, and all of a sudden he's going to look like Drew Brees. That's not the case. He's still going to have issues. And there's not this, there's never been any lane for David Montgomery to run. I've showed you in a few games that's not true. There were times where there were lanes that he just didn't see. And so there's definitely some schemes where they just don't make sense or, not well executed. So everybody has a bit to blame to go around. But yet somehow fans want it black and white, as I always say. And we just want to blame one. We want it clear, simple cut. We blame the O-line. If it's the O-line's fix, everything would be great. I think teams like Dallas have shown you that's not true, and other teams with great O-lines. And not to mention, we were the number 3 ranked O-line not too long ago. Of course, there's a couple different players, but the point is things change quickly. And I was the one tooting the horn about the O-line in the summer, so everybody else told me to be quiet, and now look, here we are. So, again, for me, I don't think that's the case. But even with that being said, we will go to the film and we'll take a closer look. We're going to look at the incomplete passes, and I included sacks, but there's apparently only one sack. So we'll go through. So let's go ahead and get that started. Pull up the coach film, and we'll see what's what. Again, these are Trubisky's incomplete passes. And I'll do another video with complete passes. So we got a blitz on the play action. It looked like he dropped that. Can't really see. Looks weird. I don't know if he just incomplete that. But anyway, we're going to go to the end zone view to see the O-line. So it's a play action. Actually, I take it back. It wasn't a blitz. It was a regular pass rush, but there is a guy called Aaron Donald. Now, understanding right up top that, you got a superstar that you aren't going to see every week. But Aaron Donald absolutely destroys Coward. Everybody else was perfectly fine, and David Montgomery does a good job helping out. So, not a whole lot of time, and the pass was just actually not anywhere near. So not a whole lot of time. And honestly, even if he had time, I don't see anything open, but that would have been a case where people wanted him to maybe scramble around. And I'm 1,000% not giving Coward any credit, because we all know, if you listen to me, that I feel a certain type of way about him playing O-line. All right, so next play. Got plenty of time, decides to roll out and just throws it away. So, again, plenty of time there. 3 seconds is what we usually give them. I would say definitely have more than that. So, Again, you got this curl concept. Nothing's really there. And really, the truth of the matter is the pass here is to Allen Robinson. The problem with that you can't get it to Allen Robinson is that he left the pocket. Because right here, you see these eyes. You definitely see those two. This is the pass all day. But as I said before, some other plays, you can only make those passes if you're in the pocket. And so he decides to escape the pocket. Now he's taking away his options of who to throw to. So we'll look at the end zone view. Looks like they got 4 coming. So they end up with 4. They pick up the stunt. And really, again, you got to step up at that point. Look at that. Allen Robinson's open. So, again, people want to sit here and say it's the O-line, it's the O-line, it's the O-line. Like, not necessarily the case. And, again, it's like he has no time. Stop it. He has at least 3 seconds most plays, and that's what most players are going to get. So, right here at this point, you got a double team on the switch. You got one-on-one here. You got extra block. You got to stand tough. You might not be clean, but you can make this pass if you stand tough. And again, not really reading defenses, because if you're reading this defender, you know that Allen Robinson's about to pass him. It's called anticipation. He's flat-footed. He's not moving anywhere. And you know Allen's coming here and no one's there. You should have stuck in the pocket and made that play. So you're talking about one play where obviously Aaron Donald wrecked Coward, but then we got another play where Trubisky took himself out of the play. All right, so bunch trips to the left. And I have a little bit of sniffles, so excuse me. And this pass is a little high. Definitely for somebody shorter. But you want to believe that he could have made that. I believe that will go down as a drop. And plenty of time to make that throw and deliver the throw. So let's see. They bring 4. And Trubisky has a nice pocket. He's got time to throw. And really, it's not even that high. I mean, that's just a drop. You want Gabriel to, and when you know where towards the top of the league and drops, which is still weird to me, but it's the truth. So again, there you go with another drop. Again, nothing on the O-line. That was actually a false start. And incomplete. Tried to do a screen pass. Nothing really on the pass rush. Just a good play by the D-line. And they brought some people, but Littleton or whatever his name is, he just did a good job holding up the running back on the screen. So, again, as I've said before, sometimes defense just wins. I believe it said 4th and 9. I don't remember it this early, but hey. All right, so once again, time to deliver the ball. I mean, it's not a bad ball. It's in the radius for the receiver to catch. He just dropped it. I mean, he's in traffic, but he ultimately dropped it. And so we see a lot of stunts. Aaron Donald's coming all the way around. Daniels at least stops there, but, you know, a little bit of late pressure, And really, that's a good pass by Trubisky. I mean, this is the time where he does stay in the pocket, and he does deliver that throw. And, again, not crazy with the schemes because we got receivers always next to each other with these stupid curls, but he delivers the pass. The receiver has to make the catch. And again, it's not one person. That's not how football works. I mean, honestly, I ain't really have to even watch this to tell you that, but it's not how football works. It's never really one unit. if you got an offense this bad. And so, a good choice. Has the pocket to deliver it, just a bad throw. So we'll look at the end zone view. They bring 4. Whitehair picks up Donald. I mean, he's got a pocket. And I'm not sure if that was tipped or not. But it looks like he's throwing it at the receiver and not leading the receiver. Because the safety's all the way over here. You would think you want to put it over the receiver. And again, I'm not sure if that was tipped or not. Prior to the defensive back tipping it. But again, good pocket. And not a bad job with Donald. All right, this was a quick throw. Had the time to throw it. Actually, let's go to the end zone view. It was a tight throw. Let's look at the full concept. I mean, it's empty. Trubisky made a quick decision. He wanted this slant. Now, this is where he should have went. I'm not sure if he was going to continue to drag, but it's a little bit of a trail route. And really, it was set up perfect. You tell by what they were doing, he backs off. That's wide open. But Trubisky makes a tougher throw to Gabriel. And really, I mean, that's just a tough decision. That's a tough catch to ask the receiver to make. I don't know if that goes down as a drop, but whatever. All right, so 3rd and 6. A little bit of movement play and a tough throw. I mean, O-line doesn't really come into factor here. You get an extra guy helping out on the edge. Got an outbreaking route. I mean, then sticky man-to-man coverage. That's good by the defense. And again, as I said, the O-line doesn't come into much of play here. You got a bit of a rollout. It's just tough, and really some of the space, and it's not exactly the design of the plays, but some of the spacing we use on some of these concepts I really don't like. It kind of bunches us together and brings defenders into the route combinations. All right, so out of gun trips. I mean, you got a clean pocket. He was in touch. You got to consider that a clean pocket. So we got a curl, a little bit of whip curl, whatever the hell that is. A little bit of this curl concept with the wheel. And just the inaccurate pass on the wheel. All right, so looking from the end zone view. I love Aaron Donald tries to jump swipe. That's so weird, but it's funny. But yeah, everybody's picked up. I mean, he's got the time to make this throw. That's just a bad throw. So again, you see drops from the receivers. We've seen some bad protection by Coward. We've seen some bad decision, bad throws by Trubisky. All right, so double tight end. Actually, I think we brought on extra offensive lineman. So play action, we only got 2 people in the route, and we go to the pass to the most coverage. So again, a lot of these play actions that don't really fool anybody. And then you only got 2-man routes. Everybody kind of in the secondary knew to hang back. I mean, plenty of time in the pocket, but yeah. That is not an O-line problem. That's a schematic problem. And again, we don't run the ball well enough to do these play actions. All right, so this is an all curl, or not an all curl, but a mostly curl concept. Looks like you had Miller in the flat. That's probably where you want it to go. But it's a lot of man coverage, man. I mean, you got Taylor Rapp, one of my favorite safeties, playing pretty much a dime linebacker. You got Ramsey, a lot of people playing man, and then you got Eric Weddle over the top. So these curl routes are tougher throws. And actually, let's see the pass pro on that one. I mean, either way, by the time he threw the ball, everybody was in their curl route. So Coward gets beat one-on-one. Trubisky hangs in to make the throw. And really, that's a drop. Really, you got to put that on the receiver. And I like that. I like that Trubisky stayed in to make that throw. There's some positives to this. So anyway, trips to the left. All right, so let's go back. Pocket wasn't terrible, but it ends up breaking down. So it might be more of a coverage thing. Let's see what we got. So everybody kind of pushes vertical. We got the two out breaking routes, a little bit of a curl action. So really a longer developing play anyway. Besides this curl, you got these two going vertical, running kind of these over routes into the same space, which again, I don't understand the spacing. So that takes a little longer. Backside, a little bit of a curl again in the flat. So a little bit of a longer developing play, but nothing really open. You got to feel like if Robinson was open on that, you would have had time to make that throw. So let's go to the end zone view and see. All right, so we got the stunt coming again. Daniels does a good job picking them up. And really, yeah, the pocket wasn't terrible. I mean, because really, if Trubisky stays in the pocket, Clay Matthews is out of the play. I mean, he starts off on a good angle, but Leno kind of leans him away. If Trubisky steps up, he's got a little bit of a pocket to make a tough throw, but more so than not, nothing was open. And then he's just trying to extend the play. And I guess that's the one that's a sack, which really he could have just threw that away, but I would say that sack's more a give me sack. All right, so we got the curl concept again, goes to a tough pass. Let's see, the pocket's not bad. Curl up, vertical. All the curls are covered because they're in tight man coverage. The vertical has a well covered as well, so not a whole lot in terms of what's downfield. Now, pass pro. Again, they do a good job handling Donald. He's got a clean pocket, man. He's got a clean pocket. That's more on play design. All right, so we're in the third quarter again. I like that little graphic where it has the rushing and passing yards. I think all the games should have that. Anyway, bunch trips to the left. little bubble slanted invert. So it's a little bit of bubble here to get the defender's eyes and then slant behind it. Or not really, it's a slant. Kind of an angle by Cohen, which is wide open. Ends up taking the vertical shot for whatever reason. And it's an inaccurate ball. Not that, I mean, it's a one-on-one shot to the end zone. It's not that you couldn't have made it. Just an inaccurate ball. But I would say this angle was a much better choice. And so it looked like a blitz. So let's go to the end zone and see how many they end up bringing on this. because nobody was covering Tariq. So, yeah, it's 5 people. They do a pretty good job. I mean, it's some dirt around his feet, but, I mean, they do a pretty good job of picking up. There's no immediate pressure there. There's definitely enough time to make a decision. So, I mean, you got 1, 2. He lets it go in 3 seconds. All right, third quarter. I keep trying to see how many rushing yards we have. Bunch trips to the right. Got the curls again. Looks like a screen pass. An attempted screen pass to the other side. Or maybe not, actually. I take it back. That was not a screen pass. That was just Aaron Donald wrecking shop. So let's see here. I mean, it wasn't a lot of time anyway. I mean, you got the curls. To be honest, everything's kind of covered. But still, doesn't matter when you don't have any time to throw on this particular play. That's Aaron Donald. I mean, yeah. I mean, not to say that excuses anything, but that's Aaron Donald. He's a monster, and not many people can do what he did on that play. But yes, that was definitely a poor pass protection. Not that I think that play would have went anywhere anyway. And miscommunication. You got Trubisky thinks he's going long, ends up staying. They bring 4. And Trubisky has time. I mean, Aaron Donald's coming, and we got the backup in here, but, you know, you got a longer way. If you stay tight in the pocket, you could definitely make a play there. I think Trubisky was just taking that one-on-one shot. He felt like Gabriel had a step on him, and he went for it. Everything else was still kind of that curl stuff. So just a miscommunication there. Let's see. We have 67 rushing yards in the fourth quarter. All right, trips to the left. Play action again. Little play action slant or skinny post, really. And I don't mind that. I like that call. That's a definite spread concept. Now, once again, though, even if he made that catch, let me just pause it. So at the moment he catches his ball, why is Gabriel running directly at him? I mean, again, it's just the space. I don't kind of understand these concepts. What's the space in here? Because, I mean, he didn't really cover his man, and that was an open window. But if he's in man-to-man coverage, you're just bringing another defender right to the place you want to throw. I don't understand the concept on that. But anyway, that's a drop pass. That's something Allen Robinson should have been able to catch. And he definitely had time on that play action. He had a clean pocket. So far, I've counted twice where Trubisky or the O-line caused Trubisky to make an incomplete pass. Bunch trips to the right. Again, incomplete pass, miscommunication, whatever you want to call it. I mean, Robson's got his hand up. He's saying, hey, I got a step. Now, instead of going long this time, Trubisky throws the back shoulder. And Robinson thinks he's getting a vertical pass. Now, I'm assuming Trubisky threw the back shoulder. Otherwise, that's just a terribly accurate ball. So let's see. 5 on the line. End up bringing 4. And he's clean pocket. Looks like it might have been tipped, but either way, I don't know that was any accurate. All right, so 3rd and 2. Down 3. Fourth quarter. Bunch trips to the right. Still in the game. We'll roll out. I don't know who that's to. And now by this point, some people will probably like, oh, Trubisky's hurt. I mean, okay, whatever. Again, this has nothing to do with the O-line. And really, the concept is not that great. You running into a lot of coverage here. Flats picked up. Curls picked up. Whatever this is, flag routes picked up. And I'm guessing that's Trubisky just grounding it. So, it's not, intercepted anything. But again, nothing on the O-line. All right, so that's it. And again, so out of that entire exercise, I've counted 2 times where the offensive line actually caused Trubisky to have an incomplete pass. And they only gave up 1 sack, and that 1 sack was really a coverage sack that Trubisky could have easily avoided. So you tell me, man. You tell me. I don't think that, again, the offensive line is without blame, but they definitely don't deserve as much blame as people are trying to say. So, all right, so that's it for me. Go down in the comment section. Let me know what you think. Share it around. Get the conversation started. Thumbs up, subscribe, and remember, stay up and bear down.